coming back into another episode of the Game of Cryptos. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I wanted to make a video just kind of going over and talking about Kaspa and Sui. There seems like right now in the, within this crypto realm that a lot of people are debating, okay, should I be getting into Kaspa? Should I be getting into Sui? And really, this video is just basically going to tell you guys to, at the end of the day, you don't need to make like such a harsh decision and say, oh, I'm only going to go with this crypto or the other. Realistically, it's okay to go with both. Obviously, right now, if we're looking at the market, we have seen Sui's price action a lot more bullish than Kaspa. But even having that said, despite the recent price action with Kaspa, a lot of people are kind of getting frustrated because it's just been going sideways. I get it. It kind of makes us a little impatient. It kind of makes you wonder, is this still a good investment? Hey guys, when in doubt, zoom out. And if you actually look at the price chart of Kaspa, you'll see that it's actually one of the most bullish price charts that we have had. If you go and look at, for instance, the all-time chart of Sui, yes, it has made a great recovery back in 2023. It's made a great recovery. Its graph is looking good, but we also can't forget that Kaspa's is looking also really great. It's consolidating above 15 cents, guys. And when it's consolidating, what usually happens after consolidation, we see price go up, and that's what we've seen constantly over time. Now, right now, there was a lot of buildup into the KRC 20s on Kaspa and the meme coins. So that's when we saw that initial price movement up to about 20 cents, and then it seems like ever since then we've just kind of been sideways. I get it, it's boring, but that doesn't mean that an investment is not a good investment just because you haven't seen it always going up in price. Sometimes Kaspa it's going to do its own thing it's going to do its own thing different from the market. How many times have we seen Kaspa outperforming the market when the rest of the cryptos were sideways? Just because Kaspa is sideways now doesn't mean it's going to be like that all the time. Now, switching back and talking about Sui, we've actually been seeing a huge amount of price action, and right now it's getting a lot of the attention. But that's the thing, and that's the point of this video that I wanted to make, guys. This is not the time to be pump chasers. This is not the time to be into one crypto at one point when it's pumping and then, I'm going to sell, cash out, and then put it into another crypto that's pumping. We have to realize that in crypto, different coins are going to pump at different times, even coins that are in the same narrative. And right now, it's Sui's time to pump. Sui's at $1.84. Not too long ago, it was hovering just below $1. It's doing really well. And honestly, congrats to anyone that's been holding this. But just because a crypto is pumping doesn't mean that you should be necessarily FOMOing in. Yeah, I get it. Let's say you're someone that has Kaspa and you don't have Sui. It is a little frustrating, but don't use that frustration as a reason to be bearish on your Kaspa bags. It's okay to only own either Kaspa, or it's okay to only own Sui. But if you want to own both, then you can own both. And maybe now wouldn't be the time to rush into Sui, since it's soon gonna be probably pretty soon putting in new all-time highs above $2.09 or 10 cents. Maybe now's not the time to rush into it. Maybe potentially wait for another pullback. But again, the point of this video is just kind of pointing out that it is okay to be in one or the other or both. We don't need to make it like a tribalism thing and be like, I'm gonna only go with Sui, or I'm only gonna go with Kaspa. It's okay to do both. And for those of you that need just a refresher, a lot of the times when it comes to these L1s, it's all about the blockchain trilemma: decentralization, security, and scalability. And right now, the narrative with Kaspa is that it is the trilemma solver. That's its narrative. And as I've always said, what I've said with the when it comes to like your thesis, when it comes to believability, what perception is reality. And right now, people believe that Kaspa is a trilemma solver. If you wanted to look at one of the biggest differences, though, between Kaspa and Sui, it's that Sui is highly centralized. It's just like very similar to like Solana of last year, where there's centralization and it wasn't decentralized. So biggest difference between Kaspa and Sui, and the VC backing of Sui. And if we remember last year, Solana, or in the last bull run, it did really well, guys. It reached up to 250 dollars, and the market cap got up to an all-time high of around like 75-80 billion dollars. So when it comes to thinking about Sui, when it comes to thinking about Kaspa, these L1s can go to those numbers. If we're just kind of not being too bullish but not being too bearish, and we say, okay, what does a $50 billion market cap of Sui look like, which it can realistically go to? You're looking at just around a 10x, and you're looking at about an $18 or so Sui. Now, keep in mind that there will be a little bit more dilution leading up, as the bull run continues, so price could be a little bit different. So just keep that in mind. Now, if Kaspa went to that same market cap, you're looking at about around a $2 Kaspa, same around about a 10 or 11 cents. So realistically, both of these cryptos, guys, can go to, they're very similar in market caps right now. Right now, Sui's at about a 4.9, so it's about a 5 billion, and Kaspa's lower, but it's at about a 4 billion. So what that tells me is, and they're both L1s, and they have similar market caps, so they can both do similar numbers. So that's something to keep in mind. So you don't have to just be in one or the other. You can be in both. And sure, there's a potential possibility that one will kind of claim and take the throne. Maybe one gets to 50 billion and another gets to 60 or 70 billion. And if you're someone that doesn't want to take that chance and like miss out, then go and buy Sui, go and buy Kaspa. So there doesn't need to be this division that I see on like crypto Twitter and X, people highly debating and saying, oh, Sui's better, oh, Kaspa's better. Guys, it's okay to own both. There's no reason to have the division. Usually the people that are picking sides, it's just because they're biased in that they're just mad that they don't have the other crypto that's pumping. And for full transparency, I don't have Sui, but I'm really happy for those of you that got in earlier, got in below $1. And both cryptos are going to make money. Not financial advice, but I really do think that these are going to be Kaspa and Sui are going to be two of the top layer ones in this bull run for sure. And then another one, I still think Injective is going to do really well. Injective's around like a 2 billion. So guys, at the end of the day, it's don't get, worried about like your crypto bag's not pumping like Kaspa right now. Kaspa, the chart is still looking really good. I think Kaspa's still going to do extremely well in this bull run. We're still early, and you're still early even in Sui. Again, guys, getting into these Kaspa and Sui now is like getting into Solana before it had its first bull run. Before, getting into Kaspa and Sui now is like getting into Solana back when it was around the 3 or 4 billion, and look what it ended up going up to, 72 billion. We're in before the banana zone. We're in before the crazy peak mania phase of the bull run that should be going on and continuing well into 2025. So again, guys, this video is not to pick any sides with either or crypto. I think both of them are great picks to have in a portfolio. If you want to have one of the best portfolios, I think having both would be great, and maybe having a similar allocation to both. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you own Kaspa? Do you own Sui? which one are you maybe more bullish on? Which one do you potentially see doing better? Let me know in the comments, guys. But until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video.